Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. We are from second semester student of English Literature Department in UINSA. My name is Raida and my partner are Alia Nurul Rahmadani and Meita Nurul Hidayah. And we are honored to present our paper with the title The Evolution of Clause Structure and the Transition from Old English to Middle English. Let us begin by understanding the context and importance of this topic. Old English and Middle English are two major historical stages of the English language. During this transition, there were major changes not only in vocabulary and pronunciations, but also in sentence structure, especially clause structure. One of the most striking shifts is the movement from a flexible word order to a more fixed subject, verb, object, or we can call it SVO pattern, which is still used in modern English today, right? This shift happened because the English language started to lose many of its inflectional endings, forms that once showed grammatical roles. As those endings disappeared, word order and helping words like auxiliaries and conjunctions become more important. Now, let's take a look into the historical background. Old English, used between around 450 and 1150, was a synthetic language. It had rich inflectional endings, allowing various word orders like VSO or OSV depending on what the speaker wanted to emphasize. In contrast, Middle English spoken from around 1150 to 1500 became more analytic. Inflection started to erode due to natural sound change and the influence of Norman French. As a result, word order, mainly subject, verb, object, as the main strategy to show meaning in sentences. And the next discussion is about loss of inflections and will be discussed by my partner.
So, I'll continue to explain about what we discussed in our article. So Maya, my partner before, already explains about Middle English and Old English in the general. So we next to discuss about the loss of inflections. So now let's talk about one of the main causes of the clause structure change, that is the loss of inflections. So as Old English started to lose its case endings, especially the dative and accusative, so the language could no longer rely on morphology to show who was doing what in a sentence. That means instead of showing meaning through words ending, English had to rely more on word order. So at the same time, verbal inflections also became weaker. This made it necessary to use auxiliary verbs like have, be, or modal verbs like can and will to express tense or voice. Subordinate and periphrases. Another important change involves ordinations, or how English form complex sentences. Old English used inflections and word order to connect clauses, but in the Middle English, that wasn't enough anymore. So the language started using explicit subordinators like that, because and if. This led to more periphrastic constructions where two or more words were used to express something that used to be shown with one word. For example, will be going instead of just a verb ending. This change made English more reliant on grammar words instead of inflections to show sentence structure. Maybe that's for me what I can explain and can continue with my partner next week. Thank you.
And the next slide. Methods. Now I will explain the methodology of our research. We use a descriptive comparative approach. We compare sentence structure from authentic text written in Old English and Middle English. So for Old English, we analyze text like Beowulf and the Anglo-Saxon chronology. And then for Middle English, we use Canterbury Clause by Jeffrey Chaucer and the Ormond. So we focus on aspects so as word order SPO, VSO, and then ASP. Use of auxiliaries and conjunction. So, case markings and their disappearance. So our data was manually coded and analyzed to observe how these elements shifted between periods. And then last slide, discussion and conclusion. Let's move to the discussion and conclusion. We found that as in flexional, Erin's disciple clause structure had to depth. This led to a more fixed SVO world order, more reliance on auxiliaries and explicit subordination, a shift from a syntactic language to analytic one. Discussion with gradual and fatigue by external factors like language, context with Norman friends, and internet factors like phonological erosion. And then in conclusion, this evolution in clause structure so how syntax and morphology are closely connected. The decline of on system led to the rise of new strategies. Understanding this helps us trust the deeper history of modern English syntax. That's all from our group presentation. Thank you for your time and attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.